Everybody knows the feeling. You love to make music, but it just doesn't happen. You feel being creatively drained and it's hard to even finish one track. Hi, this is Frederick from the techno label Detroit, Berlin. These are, in my opinion, the top 10 creativity killers which prevent you from producing music. Next episode I'll share the solutions to these problems, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to be notified when that video gets published. Number 10. The weather. Well, to a big degree you can't choose the weather. Although it's probably the least creativity killer factor on this list, it certainly can have a big impact on how you feel and thus affect your creative flow. Number 9. The time of day. It never feels like it, but reality check, there are actually 24 hours in a day. Some of us are morning people where others might be night people. This reflects in the energy we have and how we feel at certain moments during the day, which in turn will affect our creative flow to some degree. Number 8. Lighting. Lighting is very important when it comes to creating a mood, and this translates to the music we make just because it affects our creative state. If you like daylight and make feel-good singer-song music, your creative well-being might not benefit from poorly lit environments. When you're making underground techno, a room with extremely bright pink lighting might also be not beneficial. Number 7. Gear lust. A new piece of gear might be a creativity boost as you discover new ways in making music and have, hopefully, a new exciting tool. Changing your equipment constantly will prevent you from delving deeper into the possibilities of this piece of equipment and will cause the opposite effect. It will become a rush and music will be the less relevant part of the equation. Number 6. Daily routine. It's a necessity to make food, eat, sleep, do laundry, wash, etc. These are all things that can be planned with ease. What can't be planned with ease is your creativity. Chances of these daily chores and your creativity clashing are quite big. I experienced major boost in creativity and productivity when I had moments where I didn't need to deal with these routines or deal with them to a lesser extent. Number 5. Noises. Construction work, screaming children, loud noises, barking dogs, all non-constant noises can affect your creative flow because you're being distracted in a way and to a certain extent. You also can't stop these loud noises unless you have a full soundproof studio or you work with closed headphones. If you manage to stop them in another way, you'll probably go to jail for manslaughter, which also has quite a big impact on your creativity. Number 4. Workflow issues. These can include a bad setup, where your tools are set up in an inefficient way, making the work conditions more difficult, the setup time it takes before everything is ready to start recording. If you have an idea, but it takes a lot of effort to get something set up, chances are your idea or drive is gone by the time everything is ready to start recording. And latency. This will cause frustration, which will be killing your creativity also. Number 3. Friends and family. While they may also be a source to draw inspiration from, if you have someone constantly interrupting your work, you'll be out of your zone in no time. When your friends or family respect you and leave you alone when you tell them you're working on something and want to be left alone, you're in luck. When they don't, it's time to do something different because you can't win from constant interruptions while being creative. While it's not necessarily the interruptions themselves taking toll on your creativity, it's often just the anticipation of getting interrupted once more that is a total killer of creativity. Number 2. The day job. All of us who can't live from music alone need a source of income to make sure we can buy, clothes, eat, rent, pay off a house, the electricity bills, gas bills, the usual stuff. Plus, sometimes we need to be able to buy some equipment to suit our gear list. This probably means a 9-to-5 job or worse. If you come home from this job, you're probably tired or you haven't been working hard enough. And you probably need to make some food and do other daily chores. Next day, you'll need to be up early to go to work again, so the time you have is inefficient to get into the right flow. Even if you get there, you'll be too tired and creativity will hit a new low. Actually, it's not all that bad, as I think it's important you need to do something different than just making music. It will keep things in perspective, and the moments you are able to make some time for music production are much more relevant. And nobody can stop you from thinking about music and getting inspired while doing some simple jobs during work. Number 1. Other work. Next to my day job, I have few other sources of income, and because these are very irregular in occurrence, I feel they drain the creativity to an extremely big extent. They're like the friend or family member that's always disturbing you, only it's just in your own mind. If you have even the slightest feeling something else needs to be done first, your state of mind is not ready to be fully creative, even if you have time for both. If you choose to always give priority to other things, you can go on forever and never finish the music you're working on. I feel this is the biggest drain of creativity I experience. But there's an even bigger creative disruptor we all know of. I think it deserves an even higher position than number 1, and it's called the internet. And it includes email, advertisements, smartphones and tablets too. How often do I need to upload a track or a video? I open my browser, read my mail, read some news articles, get distracted by an advertisement, look things up, recheck my mail, shut my browser down after way too long surfing the net, and remember I didn't do what I needed to do in the first place. I reopen my browser and get together all the self-discipline not to fall down the same rabbit hole of getting distracted once more, and actually do what I needed to do. Sounds familiar? These temptations are all surrounding when you're connected to the internet, whether it be your smartphone, tablet or computer. These devices are a curse and a blessing at the same time. Our lives could get organized and simplified in theory, but practice tells me it just complicates things and takes our lives over with ease. Creativity is something special. You feel the urge to create. It's like an itch that needs to be scratched. Sometimes creativity comes after a little while when you work on your music. Therefore, it's important to stay focused and don't let all these distractions take your passion away. In the next episode, I will discuss overcoming these creativity killers. Do you have some killers to add to the list? Please write them down in the comment section below. Should you have any other questions about this topic, I'll be glad to answer them or include them in a follow-up video. More videos will follow soon, so if you're new to the channel, please feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.